last stretch of games, what's one or two areas where you feel like you guys still need to improve upon?
I think one, just still trusting the offense, trusting the flow, making the right reads out of how the defense is playing us. Keep trending in the right direction on the defensive end. I feel like over the break, not the break, but over the West Coast trip, we kind of, took a step back just a little bit. Got to get that back intact because obviously defense is what helps you win in the playoffs, different schemes, different lineups, whatever it is. Those two in particular, and then just getting our boy back, Chris, man, getting him in the groove, man. Can't wait to hoop with him, man. He's a big piece to what we do around here. So having him back in the fold whenever he comes back gonna be a big get for us.
What specifically with his presence on the floor helps?
His his basketball IQ is high. That's one thing that's kind of underrated about him. Just besides his basketball game, he hits big shots, mid-range king, get to his spot, post, shoot the three-level score. Can go on and on about him, but I think one thing that kind of stands out to me personally is just his basketball IQ, how fast he reads the defense, makes the right plays. I love setting him on screen because I know he's gonna throw the ball, So yeah, so things like that. So yeah, selfishly, man, can't wait for my boy to get back out there.
Would you consider you guys a consistent team at this point?
Kind of, sort of. I feel like we still have got some work to do. Obviously, 15 games left now. Crazy to say, like 15 games. Crazy. Seasons just go by so fast, but I think we are trending to be a consistent team. We still have, I don't want to say a long way to go because there's not a long way to go in the season, but I feel like we're getting there. The game by game, we're getting better. Obviously, like I said, took a little step back with our defense and the West Coast trip, but still a trip, man. You play Golden State, then you play both LA teams, and the Kings, excuses made, but great basketball teams to play against, great games to play in as well. But I think that we can still trend to get there.
You talked about Chris passing. Did I hear you after one game you were walking out saying you never got an alley-oop here in Milwaukee?
I missed one too, like a couple weeks ago. Pat Bell threw me one, and I just tried to how Carmelo asked me to get in to throw it in. I tried to do it like that. And then it came out, like, what's the odds of that happening? Like, for real, like, what's the odds of that happening, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the odds of me missing it? Like, so, yeah, I'm 0 for 1. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 0 for 1. I don't remember me catching one my first 3 years at all. Do you?
No,
Yeah.
actually, not to
Probably a crazy stat, too. Yeah, 0 for 1, 0%. Yeah, yeah, 0%. Yeah, yeah. 0 for 1 for sure. Yeah.
Do you mind if I ask you this? I know your priority is winning in playoffs, and I know the big picture. I understand you, but I want to do something on Giannis being up for MVP.
Yeah.
And the reason why is I think he's battled through 4 or 5 injuries. He keeps playing. He says he wants to be there for the team and all that. Just get your thoughts on that because he's 29, the average age for the MVP. Years is like 26 to 27 and all that. Just what are your thoughts on playing with him and his kind of like the Iron Man mentality he might be doing?
I think he's kind of getting, I don't want to compare the guys, but he's kind of getting like the LeBron treatment a little bit to where like the things he's doing, they kind of just used to it now. So it's like, yeah, he's supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron in his years with, early in Cleveland and then when he went to Miami, you feel me? It's like, oh, like he's just supposed to do that. Like it's just what people's gotten used to watching. So, obviously he's a dominant player. Without him, obviously, wouldn't be who we are. So, I think that kind of speaks for itself in that sense. But he's a great player, makes the team better, competes on a daily basis, works hard on the court, off the court, in the weight room, does all the little things on a daily basis to keep his body right. You feel me? So I just think sometimes in the media world, guys just get bored sometimes with watching the same thing and want something new. That's just life in general, man. You don't want to keep eating Frosted Flakes all the time, man. You want to get some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to try a little different flavor sometimes. So, I get it, and that's just how the sports world works. Yeah.
Over the years, you've kind of become like the master of the blitz here with the Bucks. I think that's always something that coaches are going to let you do, and clearly you're good at it.
Mhm.
With someone as quick as Maxey, how do you try to approach that? Obviously, there's varying levels of guards, what they're going to do. If they're going to try to, explode past you, if they're going to try to take a pull-up. Like, how do you try to handle that? Is it a player-by-player situation, or is it just like a general mindset you have?
Yeah. So like it is a player by player thing. I know like certain guys are quicker than others, and certain guys like to turn the corner. So when I run up into the pick and roll, I try to be attached to my man as much as I can, because the more separation I have with my man, I'm probably just gonna hit the pocket real fast, or if I can speed by me. So I try to be attached as I can and try to impact the ball as much, just to give the guard as much time as possible to get back in front, then I can get back to my man. Really just personnel, who it is. I know Maxie loves to turn the corner right, so if I come up and I call left, I try to cut the sideline off as much as possible so the guard can just help me out, and team thing for real. Like, obviously I do my part in it, but without the guards and the low man help, I couldn't do what I do.